Okay, that looks good. That looks good. Just waiting for the YouTube preview to pop up. Back out of that. Perfect. Hey there, hi there, everybody. Hope you're doing well this fine evening. Tonight is going to be a fun, laid-back, straightforward grind. It's just putting up last few points in the AEGON arena. I'm not going to get to my end goal here tonight. I'm going to put in some points tomorrow morning, but I'm going for the 1 to 10% milestone. So it's somewhere in the 15 to 16 million range. If you're going for AEGON, either as a 3, 4, or 5 star, I do wish you the best of luck. I don't think it's going to be a low-scoring arena, so I do wish you guys the best. To those of you who are watching live, I say a big hey there, hi there. Thanks for joining in. It's always fun getting to chat with you guys here in person. If you're watching later on, thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTube abyss. It's really cool to have you here, and thanks for checking me out. I also want to take a minute and welcome the new Von subs to the channel. It's really cool that you found it for starters, and then you like the content well enough to be interested in see what I come out with next. You and me both. To that I say I got a bunch of cool stuff that's already preloaded into YouTube, just waiting to air, and I've got some live streams coming up this following week, least of which is going to be some beta play for the new Act 7 or Book 2 Act 1, whatever they wind up calling it, on Monday. So it's gonna be a busy week. It's gonna be a fun week, and I'm gonna get my butt kicked a lot, but we're gonna have some fun doing it. For now, though, that's enough banter on my part. It's time to just jump in, dive in straight away, and start putting up some points. Now, as of the beginning of this recording, there are about 14 hours left in the arena, which is excellent because once I get through this this team that was already saved in the roster, that means I can dive into my 6 stars, run through my 6 stars, and have them be refreshed in time for the arena tomorrow, or by the arena's end tomorrow, which is always very nice. Once again, like I said, it's going to be a really fun, laid-back kind of stream. Anticipated to go about an hour next. I wound up getting her out of the 5-star arena. Wound up overshooting that by a good bit. I haven't seen an official number what the cutoff has been. But I wound up putting up 72 million points, which is a good bit of overkill. Good bit of overkill. But she's been a lot of fun to play. From what I've seen from some of the other previews and reviews of her, is that, well, let's just pause this real quick. Let's see. Okay, so the video is wonky. Sound is coming through okay. Yeah, it's okay on the YouTube preview. It's just the Elgato preview that's wonky. Let me try something else out here. Okay, well, looks like that's coming through okay. Just waiting on, okay, cool. Okay, so that all looks okay. Hi. I am hoping to get through this stream without any further technical difficulties. That'd be very much appreciated. There have been some fun things dealing with Elgato and YouTube both this past week, but hopefully we can get through the next hour and a half or so A-okay. But anyway, as I was saying about Storm, from a lot of the preview and reviews that I had seen before the arena, is that, Storm is a really fun champ, and it's always cool seeing the big yellow numbers off of her special 2, but it's too unreliable, really, to make her a viable champ. And to that, I somewhat agree. The special 2 is super wonky. But from what I've been seeing in the video I'm going to be putting out is that the Special 2 isn't really where Storm shines. So without spoiling too much, she's not going to be replacing your Domino or Omega Red or Namor anytime soon, but she can put up some pretty solid numbers. So that's really fun, and put them up reliably. I think that's the biggest caveat. But got fun stuff here coming up, fun stuff, and I'm excited. It's gonna be fun, especially on Monday once Act 7 pops up. So I'm gonna be streaming that as it happens. It will be very interesting to live stream it, to see what it's even all about with everybody else, and to prove once and for all that I am a complete and total scrub at playing the game. But we're gonna have some fun doing it. I'm definitely gonna have some fun doing it. So stay tuned for that. I got Gavin and I wasn't paying attention to his combo. Diaper Man there is very annoying. For the going about without the technical difficulties. So let's try a couple of things here. So the mic looks like it's still picking up. I've got the backup mic here going that is connected to my camera. So you guys should still be hearing me okay, but I just need to switch it over. And I need to turn off the dishwasher. I'll be right back in a sec, guys. This is the riveting content that I'm sure I would love to be known for. Alright, but we're going back in for this Corvus battle here with Thor Fraggle Rock. So you'll have to forgive me that at least the next couple fights for Corvus and for Warlock. It's so frustrating. It's a flaw in Thor's design, is that he leaves just enough of a stupid gap in his animation that he can be easily parried like that. So even though I'm rapid tapping it, as you should, it still doesn't always work out super great. So fortunately, he backed off any serious damage there, so that was nice. And just need to go in here with the Warlock, make sure I just get him down, because, you know, at this point in the game, I really don't want to be starting over with trying to get an instant streak going. That would not be fun. But then again, I should also be paying closer attention to who the opponents are I pick, because Ben Riley here has got himself a rank 3 Diaper Man. And like I said, he's not impossible to fight, he's just annoying to fight. Kind of like Nick Fury and a couple of others, where it isn't hard so long as you're paying attention, and that's where the catch is. You gotta be paying attention in order to do it, and especially if you're grinding arena and refreshing teams. It does slow down your forward momentum a little bit, where every third fight requires you to have laser focused attention. So makes watching Netflix in the background a little bit more difficult. Maybe that'll be another video I come out with here at some point in the short-term future, is my thoughts about how to fight Diaper Man. So, go through here, nail out Blade with Havoc. Of course, his suicide damage isn't enough to knock him out. A little unfortunate, but I also want to take the chance here to say a big howdy to my buddy Mo. Mo, who left a very, very nice comment in the comment box here right before I got started. Isn't able to join this evening, but he's a regular of the channel, and he's a good friend. So how's it going, Mo? Hope you're doing well tonight. If I catch you here on the playback, just I want to say howdy, and if not, then I'll catch you in an upcoming stream here. Okay, so most of my 6s aren't refreshed yet. That's okay. That's okay. Let's keep rolling with the 5s for the short term. And we will not be doing that, because that is a triple negative, and I'm assuming that I'm probably going to get pretty wrecked based off the debuffs with that Killmonger. I'm still a pretty new to Longshot. When I took Longshot up, he was really the only Mystic option I had for rank 2. Plus, it's just always fun to just see those big melty numbers on his Incinerates. But since I ranked him up, I hadn't really taken the opportunity to do a whole lot of testing with him yet, so he's a fun champ. I'm still learning his kit. And if you guys hear a beeping in the background, that is my dishwasher, who's very upset that I shut it off mid-cycle. So, fun times. So, let's pay super close attention to the Killmonger here, just in case. His annoying, there we go, reverb doesn't pop up, or the any sort of weakness debuffs I put on him because of my masteries don't stack up and push him over to the point of no return. What's up, Nathan? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well this evening. And then the other fun thing with the Killmonger is that since he's paired up with Void, he gets the Shrug Off debuff, so he isn't stun immune, he's just not stun reliable. But that wound up working out okay. Heimdall is not my favorite champ to use for reliable damage output, but he got through that pretty okay. I tell you guys, I got a mile long of things that I want to do, and even though it isn't news,
anymore. The Phoenix and Emma Frost synergy is definitely something fun that I'd like to touch on in the future as well, because that synergy makes both of them much more interesting and much more viable. Phoenix especially, because Phoenix is in that same category as Thor Ragnarok, in that, you know, they've got huge prestige, but not super favorable outlooks when it comes to, you know, champion usage or damage output or anything else super fun like that. Let's go with Guillotine. And then, yeah, let's go with that. Why not? Why not? Let's have some fun. Okay, cool. I was gonna say, wouldn't that just be the kicker? Is that when I'm getting stuck with network connectivity issues? And that would be a bummer. Not unheard of, but definitely a bummer. Okay, that worked out. I'm wondering, do you guys know off the top of your head if like Mordo's power gain or Red Skull's power gain is affected by power gain synergies? Because, like, obviously it works for everybody else. You know, you get more power on hits, you get more power on strikes, or if you've got like a natural power gain buff, that boosts that by 5-10%, whatever it winds up being. But I'm not sure what it does for like passive power gain, where you don't even get an icon that pops up. That'd be something fun to test out sometime too. I need to write that down to remember, actually. Oh. There we go. There. It's on the whiteboard, it's official. Because that'd be really interesting, because I've been playing around with Red Skull since I've duped him. And since I haven't played Red Skull in ever, I kind of want to figure out how he works. So what I had forgotten or didn't realize or just never paid attention to is that Red Skull has a pretty solid power gain when he charges a heavy. Not only that, he has an extended heavy charge time to get even more power. His power ranges from 3% a second to 6% a second, which, once you actually play him, is extremely negligible, which is really unfortunate. But if there's a way to bolster that power gain, similar to like how Loki gets that huge power gain, an Awakened Loki gets that huge power gain on Special 1, or even the new synergy between Supreme and Pyramid X, giving Supreme basically an instant bar of power when the fight starts. That would make Red Skull a whole lot more viable as a champion in the game. Because right now, as it stands, he kind of needs his synergy with Punisher to get that I'm pretty sure it's Punisher. Maybe I'm thinking Omega Red. He's got synergies with both of them. One of them gives him an unstoppable. Once he's charging his heavy, he goes unstoppable and then instantly releases the heavy once he's hit. So if he's got armor ups, you know, he can shrug that off a little bit easier. Plus, you don't need to worry about like heavy intercepting all the time, which is also nice. The thing though is that it really just depends on the speed of the charge to get to that first full bar of power, because ideally you would launch a special, start charging, you know, and as the opponent falls down, gets up and charges you again, you'd have regained another power, another bar of power, and just cycle it that way, which could be a lot of fun. It may be a wee bit broken, but it could be a lot of fun. Let's see, I think it's that heal block's pretty nice too. So I'm pretty sure it's Omega. We got an Omega here someplace. This one. So that might, you know, be an interesting combination to try out, see if it, you know, improves his possible viability at all. Because I would love for the champ to be useful. You know, of course I'm a bit biased because I have one and I have him awakened. But it just kind of feels like sometimes there are so many champs in the game and so many of them are either outdated or not even remotely like useful or plausible to use anymore. So it'd be fun to just find out he had this hidden talent and just keep playing him for kicks. Kind of like Mordo himself. Mordo can block unblockable attacks. Right. So if Mordo can block unblockable attacks provided he's blocking for a second, that could be actually maybe an interesting interaction with Diaper Man. And if Diaper Man's regens are active, I think even if they're passive, then Mordo's special 2 may serve as a decent way to cancel out some of that healing. Alright, so tangent number 1. I'm going to just say tangent number 1, even though there's been like 17 tangents here in the last 20 minutes. That's fun. There we go. Cheers, everybody. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to bring up the next 6-star team, just so it starts the refresh clock now, and then go over here back to the main screen. Did I get unplug on something? Neat. Claim this. RobVonTangent, that's me. And then go here and dual Panda Man. And then just see if that whole Mordo thing is actually a thing. It'd be great if it was. Oh, it's just unblockable special attacks. That's dumb. But if nothing else, let's try him out just for the special 2. Because he's immune to petrify, pacify, right? There's that. that on you. Oh, that's death anyway. Okay. So it's a little bit of a bummer that he just blocks unblockable specials. That's a bit annoying. And it's also annoying because Captain Beardo with a couple of his charges isn't enough to override his unstoppable. Which is also kind of annoying. But four. Boop, boop, boop. Yeah, I gotta pay it. Gotta really be mindful of that. I was just tapping away. But once he gets the 25 or throws a special one, then he goes berserk. And it's just game over, man. It's just game over. Build up a little bit power faster that away. If this does anything. So he's healing for 300, but he's taking 200 damage. Not sure if that's really super helpful. Brilliant. Brilliant, brilliant. Alright, that's enough of that. Nobody's going to want to bring Mordo against that fight anyway. So, back to it. Alright. So, let's do it this way. By the look of it, once we get back into the main screen, then we're just gonna have to check and see how long it's gonna be till some of the rest of the 6 stars come back online. Hopefully, within the next hour or so, make my life just a little bit easier. So we can see what's up. So about Monday, I'm starting to really wonder what Act 7 is even going to be about. I mean, not even story-wise, I'm not overly fussed about that. Probably work in bringing Galactus somehow, but I think, probably the biggest change, whatever they may wind up doing after the fact, is just a couple of the newer champs that haven't been released yet between now and whenever the release date is. Oh, so they're all coming back. They're all coming back. I don't know if there's going to be a whole lot of like champion gates. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that they just stay away from the whole, 6-star class gate, 5-star class gate nonsense, and just avoid that altogether. But hopefully there isn't a whole slew of in-your-face nodes either. And it's just focused more on being just skill-based. That'd be really nice, as opposed to needing to be champion-specific. But you know, hope springs eternal. Alright, so Doc Strange, he's going down pretty quick. Keeping that simple. And that's always nice. Also, right now is a friendly reminder to get your daily intel done. Today's target was Wolverine. You can find one in Chapter 1, Quest 1, or there are duels to get one. If you guys need the dual target, there's a summoner by the name of Hai 2019, HAI space 2019. It should be pretty easy, pretty straightforward. It's a 1-star Wolverine, I think. Because, you know, every bit helps, and it all adds up for the getting into the red rooms. If you guys haven't done those just yet, you can get some pretty cool stuff out. But we're still about 3 days out from being able to get the first path selector. And I do recommend you do that, use that strategy, where you start off with the path selector and then just, you know, go from there. That way you always have it in hand, just in case you run into something that you actually really want, 5-star awakening stone or whatever. You get options. As for me, I'm probably going to wind up going for the 5-star stone. See about getting either mutant or mystic. Probably mystic. I've got like 3 mystics that are just asking to get woken up. Probably give it to Ghost Rider. Just because he's so much fun to play. Just by himself. Not even with the Blade Trinity. It's just a fun all-around utility champ. And I do very much wish that he gets a 6-star treatment as well. Because the fact that that guy has gone so unloved and unnoticed for so long, it's really unfortunate. Supposedly there may be like a cosmic Ghost Rider at some point. Especially if they're following along with the whole Galactus story arc. Travis Boy asks, I'm stuck on 524. Uh-oh. Which part are you stuck on? Because if they do wind up doing a Cosmic Ghost Rider, that would fall in line with Terrax and Silver Surfer for Heralds. But I'm not as familiar with Cosmic Ghost Rider. I think he may be a bit more of on the newer side of comics. But then again, there are also a whole slew of storylines that I've missed out on. Masochism on 524. Just having problems with the masochism node in general, or looking for like a strat for your particular team? Because first off, who are you running? And Parallel, hi, can you help me on 433? You started 9 days ago and already you're on Act 4? That is mighty impressive. But yeah, I will do my best to help out with whatever advice I can. Are you looking for an easy path to take on 433, or like what champions to bring, or Whereabouts are you getting stuck? Come on, play ball here. Come on, dude. Well, I'm gonna have that detonate in my face. Yep. It's not an awful detonation though, but eating that special one probably didn't help a whole lot. Especially since... Okay, there we go, that worked out. How am I live streaming under 1,000 subs? You can live stream. As far as I know, you only need either like 50 or 100 subs to live stream. 1,000 I think is for donations. Computer or PC? I don't know. Not sure what you're referring to right there. But yes. That is how I'm live streaming. Tongue in cheek, my friends. Let me knock out this Venom and then go jump into back out of that. It's enough of that silliness. Go see what 524 looks like. I need a bit of a refresher. So we got Act 5, 2, 4. And I think this is before the locked map. Yes, excellent. I think that's the vanilla node. Limber. Combo shield is fun. Is this why I'm not noticing it? Nope, Caltrops. That's fun too. There's a lot of fun nodes here. Am I missing it? No, there we go. Global, right? Yeah. Well, it just depends on your mastery setup, I think. Because you're going to want to... I think the best advice for that is either to bring a champion that can heal block and just prevent the masochism from healing or in the first place, or bring a champion who's super tanky, because the idea is that you don't want to parry them, because the parry is the stun and the stun heals them. Or the third option would be a champ that can reverse healing, so like Guillotine, Void, Captain Beardo, a couple others. Oh, and I suppose the obvious answer for the fourth answer is just someone who can overpower that, so huge damage output. Hey AC, how you doing, bud? Hope you're doing well tonight. That's alright. Just glad you're here. Thanks for stopping by to say hi. Hope you're doing well this evening. And then what's the other one? 433. Perla, did you ever? What was it about 433 that you were running into trouble about? AC, I'm doing pretty good. I'm glad it's the weekend. It's been a nice day. It's been a nice day. Looking forward to tomorrow. Tomorrow's my day off. Get to chill a little bit, relax, and then Monday just gearing up because Monday's gonna be absolutely insane. Congrats on 5-1. It's a big accomplishment. You gonna go back and do exploration, or just put that on the back burner, build up some items again? Or springboard off of that and dive straight into 5-2. You got options. Alright, so let's see whereabouts we're at. So we just hit the 12 mil a couple battles back actually. But that does me for basic milestones. Now it's just putting up the extra few mil for the stretch goals. Get that 1 to 10. These guys are all refreshing regularly, so that's pretty good. I'll take that. Yeah, I that's a good idea. Good strat. I'd always recommend doing whatever monthly quest events you want to do first, whether it's uncollected or mass, hard, normal, easy, whatever. Just because that's on the timer. Story mode, that's going to be around forever. Some of the Legends events, those are going to be around forever, whether it's Realm, Labyrinth, or Abyss. It's always better to prioritize the content that's around for a limited time. And then once you get that done, you know, dive back into the story missions with whatever time you've got left in the month before the next one drops. Real good way to maximize your rewards. Well, Collector is 5-2, isn't he? Thereabouts. If you're able to push the Collector and then struggle through that monstrous of a fight, then everything should just update for you automatically. I would hope. It does for some other things. I can't imagine why it wouldn't for this as well. But now I'm curious. Yeah. Yeah. But have fun with that fight. It's such a pain in the butt. Like, I would need to go back and see about replaying that fight now. Because, like, when he first came out, you know, 6 stars didn't exist and 5 stars were, you know, you couldn't hardly rank them up. Plus the champion selection was much more mediocre. So now you got more options to play around with it. Still an annoying fight. There's a couple more options. Now, Drax isn't a challenging champion by any stretch of the imagination, but like Guillotine, it's not a good idea to get clipped because those bleeds do stack up. Would be fun as like a little fun tongue-in-cheek if somewhere in his description or one of his special attacks they build in the stand still and be invisible gag. Or if he actually does turn invisible just by standing still in-game. Like he phases or something. Just to be silly. Alright, so... Alright, so he threw a special. That's going to do an insignificant amount of damage just because of his rock shields. He's still unblockable, unstoppable. A bit annoying. But there we go. You are saving them for an elusive new challenge. See how many hits it'll take to down Winter Soldier with a 2-star? I can guarantee that I probably wouldn't be super excited about that one. Not gonna lie. I would certainly try. I wouldn't doubt that for a second, but I don't know if I'd have the patience to follow through on it. And down goes Mordo. Oh, there you go. You can have a big, massive crystal opening video. Those are always fun. Alright, see what we got here. I do wish they'd bring back Big Head mode. I think Sentinel is my favorite of the bunch. Just because with the way that his model is posed when he's blocking, it looked like his hands were going in his big head mouth. And it looked so silly. Them's were some good times. Yeah, no, that's good. Are you gonna wind up popping and getting some of those senior exclusive crystals, or just the junior ones? Alright, so okay, so we got another team refresh right here. Excellent. And then after this, probably dive into some of the 5s, let the rest of the 6s refresh, and then dive right back in. But I'm already at 13 mil. It's a fantastic place to be with 13 hours left. Cool. Well, I'll keep my eyes peeled on my subscription feed for that video to pop up. I mean, and of course, I do wish you the best. Get the bragging rights for the 2 stars. Make a variant 4 just a little bit more interesting. Ah, I gotcha. Well, you may need to be uncollected. I was gonna say they do sell them in the Intel store for 75 units a pop, but it may have that class gate or the uncollected gate. While I think of it, speaking of epic rifts, I don't think that Platinum Pool is going to be a playable champ. is really a shame. I don't think he's going to be playable just yet. Or if he is, they're playing it really, really close to the chest with that. Because he isn't shown as being available as a 5-star. Didn't check the 6 though. Should probably check the 6. Yeah. Yeah. It's kind of funny that for some people it's come to this, just blowing a bunch of units trying to get exclusive 2-stars. That's where the collectathon has led us. Alright, AC, you have a good night. Thanks for stopping by, thanks for saying hi, and we'll catch you in the next one, man. Take care. So I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to go to the champions here. I checked the 5 stars, I didn't see a Platinum Pool availability. Diaper Man is still a possible 6. But yeah. Nothing there. Maybe a 4? Nope. Nope. Yeah, so doesn't look like it. Unless it's going to be part of some new update. Maybe next month. Or like a mid-month patch. Where they just sneak them in that way. But it's a shame. I kind of would have liked to have played him. I mean, assuming that I would have gotten my hands on one in the first place, which is unlikely. But I would like to have played him in the first place, because he seemed like he was going to be a interesting combination of Joe Fixit, of all people, and Domino. And who would have thought that that would ever have been a hybrid that could have sounded interesting. But, you know, here we are. So Nick Fury here is always fun. He was one of the champs, like I was saying earlier on, that isn't impossible to fight. He's just annoying to fight. Because you gotta hope to get a little lucky. But then you gotta pay attention too. And the paying attention part is the tough part that gets you. That's a nice part about fighting Captain Marvel with the Mystic, is that each time she gets her binary charge, she also takes damage, just because I'm Mystic. Helps speed up the battle just a little bit. Still gotta be mindful of those unblockable specials, but overall not too bad. Got another set here. Excellent. But speaking of Domino, she'd be fun to play again. I'm surprised Domino hasn't gotten any new synergies recently. Like, there's been a number of mutants that have come out. It's not like Domino really needs new synergies, but there's a little something to add a new twist on her playstyle. You could give her a bit of a boost with Longshot and Rogue. That's not really a champion-specific thing. That just benefits female champions. That is a heck of a bonus, though, with the added crit damage boost and with a 12% ability accuracy increase. just something a little bit different. Or, spinning off from that, have more champions have Domino-esque synergies, like the one that she has with Red Hulk. Because Domino's a great champ. Huge damage, bleeds are nice, random stuns are nice, evasion's annoying, but fun. But the thing you hear people, you know, praising her the most for is that ridiculous incinerate damage she gets on heavies by having that synergy. It'd be real fun to incorporate something like that into other champions. Older ones, preferably. Give them a little bit of love without completely reworking their kit. Who knows, maybe that could be the way they wind up fixing a White Magneto or Daredevil Netflix. Hopefully not. I still hope for a complete rework of DDN, but we'll see. A little too late to just completely take him out of the game altogether, but that having been said, probably one of my favorite superhero shows or films. And I just love to see a bit of justice for the guy. What's up, Lucas? We'll see. Hope springs eternal, like I was saying. Cheers. And I still personally hope they sneak in another buff with Hulkbuster. Just like they did with Spider-Gwen and She-Hulk. That was such a nice surprise. Looking at Sunspot, and I just have such fond anticipation for her. She's probably going to be my next big rank up. I just need to get another couple of catalysts, which makes me really excited for the end of war season here this week. And I really hope, really hope that they don't delay rewards again. Hopefully they've just been keeping track of everything so far. They've been doing what they need to do on their end to, you know, keep things fair. And it's like, hey, okay, everyone's done. Let's wait 10 hours. Just do a quick verification. And yeah, here's what you placed. Here's your stuff. Enjoy your 2-week, 3-week vacation. 2 weeks, probably, hopefully. And get right back into it. See what new nonsense modes they throw at us. Fun and interactive. Alright, there we go. Omega's down. Gotta say, well, I'm bummed that it doesn't look like Guardian is out first this month. It will be fun to see his interaction with both Colossus and Omega. Just to see what they do. See how it works in practice. And just buff the heck out of the three of them. See if it becomes another new full Trinity team. Alright, so let's check the sixes. Nope, not yet. Well, we got an hour before the rest of those come back online, so let's just throw Captain Marvel in the mix, so at least she refreshes by the end of the arena tomorrow. And let's do that. Easy peasy. Damage is enough. Well, I guess it was. Just barely enough. And this fight here is going to be pretty simple, straightforward. And there's almost that. So close. So close. Nailed it. Alrighty, so 14 mil, getting mighty close. Should hit 15 with the rest of the 5-star rank 4s, which is excellent. Let's just duck out real quick, burn off some of this quick Alliance quest energy. Just help out my team members. This is Little League, and I forget what else. Not overly fussed. I'll just be doomed for these couple of fights here, and it's a Corvus week again. For everything else. There's that. What's up, Parallel? I'm only going to be going for the 1 to 10% for the final milestone. I'm not going to be going for the champion this time. So I'm feeling pretty good about staying about 15, 16 mil to get there. That having been said, I'd be very surprised when it's all said and done if AEGON doesn't go for anything less than 60. It's possible. A lot of people have AEGON already. He's been around for a while, but just with the sheer popularity of the character, and basically he's a cheat card for most endgame content, that's why I'd be surprised if he goes much lower than that. But cheers for the heads up. And I do wish Katie a bunch of luck. She got mighty lucky pulling AEGON right before arena started. Oh, that was super lucky. She pulled AEGON right before it started, so I wish her the best of luck to wake him up. And then Brian as well, because I don't remember if he has AEGON already or not, but he was at 60 mil when I saw earlier, which is ridiculous. So Easy peasy. Lemon squeezy. Sid Hant, hey, how you doing? Sorry, hope I pronounced that right. I'm sorry if I didn't. Yeah, I'm doing the arena. I just ducked out real quick because I had a couple of Alliance Quest energy to burn. Didn't want to hold up my team members, but gonna be diving back in here, just putting up some of the last million points or so. But thanks for stopping by. I'm glad you're here. You know, I can't be mad at Seaton. It's always fun seeing the highs and lows of crystal openings on his channel, how he can go for weeks without pulling a featured and then have a super lucky streak of back-to-back-to-back things. Right now, he's definitely on the lucky streak. And those videos are always the hardest to watch because it's like, well, yeah, the dude just popped one crystal at Desperation Station, and there you go. So it's like, I can have that luck too, but it doesn't work out that way. So I'm happy that he's got him, and it was a lot of fun to watch. But do feel a wee bit jealous. Oh, cool. You did. Very nice. You got him as in you pulled him right now, or you got him as in you have him already? Either way, congrats on having AEGON. Dude's ridiculous. I don't know what happened right there. I thought that was supposed to be an unblockable attack, but I guess it fell off. The unblockable fell off. Oh, 6-star AEGON. Congratulations. Congratulations. It's a sick champ to have. He's a lot of fun, obviously, and I can't even imagine the ridiculous damage he puts up at a 6-star level. Maybe someday I'll get him. Hopefully. There's 30 days left until the current featured 6-star pool gets added to the basic pool, and even though I'm 3,000 shards shy of that, I'm going to be waiting. So I should have 2, maybe 3 crystals to open when that gets added. So that'll be pretty fun. And who knows, maybe I'll wind up pulling one then. Hopefully not. I mean, hopefully I do. Still gunning for a Captain Sparkles dupe, but anything else would be pretty awesome as well. Well, that's some ridiculous luck. Ridiculous luck. That's like about a 0.1 in 300 chance, something like that. Pretty good odds. That's a really good pull too. So, congrats again. There's that, and there's that, and there's that. Up, 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 up. There we go. Yeah, thank you. Thank you. I got my fingers crossed. I will say that's kind of one of the more exciting things about the 6-star crystal pool in general. It's just that there's so many exciting champs to get now, you know? Like I gotten, like when 4-stars were still the it thing, it was always fun getting new 4-stars, but then after a while it wasn't as exciting anymore because, you know, 4-stars were always the it thing, and then by the time you got everybody once, or most everybody once, or got everybody awakened, once or a couple SIGs. Pulling 4 stars didn't have the same appeal to it, you know. And unfortunately, I think 5 stars are starting to feel a little bit that way too. Like the new champs that come out are really fun and they're really exciting. But just opening up basic 5-star crystal for me at this point, just as I've been, you know, playing I guess as long as I have, it doesn't have that same level of excitement, you know. There's still the amazing god tier champs that you pull out of there, and that's always super exciting when that happens. But you know, I'm about ready to max sig my Netflix Daredevil at you know, sig 200, and each and every one of those 200 signatures have been natural pulls out of 5-star crystals. So you know, it's just like, all right, well, I've got my 9th Netflix Daredevil out of a 5-star. It hurts. That having been said, I'd be very happy to pull one out of a 6-star because that would be a brand new champ for me, and being a brand new champ means that that's extra bonus arena points, so it'd be useful for me once again. Oh, Sedan, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Cheers for the kind words. I really appreciate it. Really glad to have you here, like I said, and it means a lot. That means a lot. You know what I wonder? I wonder if, like, if Kabam was being serious after the mob buff, where they're like, whoa, this guy is underperforming. We need to get him up to speed and patch him up, kind of be like where we always hoped he would be in the first place. And then they like give him the buff, and then I wonder if Kabam was like sat back in their chairs and they're like, yeah, nailed it. You know? And then we all get Maw in hand after the buff and we're like, what's this? What is this? That having been said, here's to hoping that Maw gets a second buff and that Kabam actually takes it serious this time. Because if you fought a stacked Maw, either in incursions or an Alliance War event, or even, you know, at some points in story mode too, like his degen at a high level is ridiculous. It's ridiculous. Like it's in the high tiers of incursions, like just the degen damage off of a Maw alone is enough to one-shot a fully healthy champ. But you know, for us, we don't have access to that. We just have the regular vanilla champs, you know. It kind of would be nice if he was the degen guy, you know? But, you know, who knows? We'll see. We'll see. So throw up a couple. These are the ring 4s now, so we're getting pretty good. Cheers. See, Doom's annoying. That's Dr. Doom's problem. Is that he's annoying. Because he's got like a perfect hybrid of the unblockable specials, which, you know, which are challenging just to figure out the exact timing, right? But then after he throws the first special, then he's got that aura up, right? Which means that you can't heavy attack him, you can't finish a 5-hit combo on him. Otherwise he goes unstoppable and then he just destroys you. And then to top that all off, just as part of his base kit, is that he has this huge crit resistance. So for most of all your champs, that just means that he's just a tank. So yeah, I feel you there. Doom can be super annoying. But he's doable though. He's definitely doable. Just, you know, keep up the doing the 5 duels a day that we get. Dueling against them, just get the practice in. You can get there. You can definitely get there. As soon as you get the timing worked into muscle memory, that's you know, a good 3/4 of the battle right there. Like that bit with not being able to finish combos when his aura is up, that still gets me. And then, you know, you got the usual suspects who are always, you know, sunshine and happiness to fight against, like Annihilus. And now that Weapon X is in the game, he's starting to show up in places. And he's a lot of fun too. Fun and interactive. And then, I mean, of course, then don't even get me started on Alliance War with all the nonsense that gets heaped onto him there, because he's controlled and he gets huge power gain, because he's a villain, he benefits from the villain nodes, because you can have Mystic Dispersion on when you place him as the defender. That means he gets another huge burst of power. He's got Limber at times, he can parry at times. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, whole bucket of laughs. I'm hoping the Doom bots in was it map 3 and 4 of AQ? Hopefully those guys are a little bit more straightforward. Similar a bit to Sentinel, I guess, but actually no, I don't think so. Even though they are robots, I don't think they're classified as robots. At least from what I've seen. Maybe I'm wrong. He can be the question is Mr. Sinister a good defender? He can be. It just depends on what node he gets placed on. So if he gets placed on a hidden node, he can be pretty good, just because it's the surprise, right? So if you're running a Corvus and you run into a Sinister on a hidden node, you're in for a bad time. That having been said, if you know that there's going to be a Sinister on your path, you bring champs, you know, to counteract that. You've got between like Gilly 99 and Crossbones not throwing any critical damage, and a bunch of heal block champs out there. It's reasonably plausible to just shut that whole thing down. But yeah, he's annoying. especially if you place with suicides, I think. Because if you place with suicides, he starts off with bleed and poison, and as soon as he throws a special one, then he immediately casts those off onto the attacker, which is scaled to his increased damage. So it can be annoying, something extra to keep in mind. Is Mr. Fantastic a good defender? Yes. Yes and no. Because again, it really just depends on the node that he gets placed on. Because Mr. Fantastic benefits from placing a lot of debuffs on the attacker, and then just benefiting from non-damaging debuffs in general. So like the more debuffs that are up, the more chance he has to evade. Sporadically, yeah, if you don't know how to fight him, yeah. There aren't really any nodes this season that really benefit his kit. He's not a villain, he's not a control champ. So I think more often than not, he's just either a diversity champ right now, or just you know, try and pick up an easy kill here and there. But that having been said, he's not going to be like a Alliance War boss. Also, he's one of the champions that really benefits more from being played by a human than a bot. You know, like Quake, like Ghost, Reed is kind of in that category too. You gotta have like a certain play style to really get the most out of them, and the bots just aren't capable of doing that. My target for today, let's see, it's about 9, is 15 mil. Should be pretty fair, because I mean we're right there. And then that way, also, by the time my 6 stars refresh tomorrow, there should still be like a couple hours left before arena ends, and then I can just push myself over the last $500,000, whatever it is I wind up going for. So, and then I'll be good. Get an easy 2,000 5-star shards, 200 6-star shards, and then just have all the gold and battle chips that come with it, because tomorrow's a new week. Donations reset. Got to dig deep in my pockets. I'm kidding, I'm sad. But I mean, that's really another big reason why I grind arena in the first place. For the champions, obviously, for the shards, it's great, but also for donations. Map 7 donations are crazy. So after I fight Ultron by using my face to tire him out, I'm gonna shoot 4 head lasers at him, and there we go. Haha, just shy of 15. It's all right. Take a couple fun champs out. Let's do this, and let's do this. I want to play with Storm. Okay, she doesn't have an optimal synergy. So I won't be able to play as hard as I would have liked, but that having been said, that Beardo isn't living past 2 special 3s. The storm is nuts. Finicky, but nuts. Come on, my dude. I'm a robot. I don't bleed or get poisoned. You're wasting your time. Get out of here. So, what's up, Swag? How you doing, man? Hope you're doing well this fine evening. Glad you got me here. Man, he's not even gonna... I don't even know if I'm gonna make it past the... one special 3. But we'll see. That is 5 precision and a charge. Yep. Bye. Storm is so crazy. She's so much fun. Not as much fun as Elsa, but she's still fun. Alright, so that's 15 mil. That is that for tonight. I shouldn't have any more Alliance AQ energy. Let's do something here quick. Nope, not that one. Let's go play with my favorite punching bag. So, do I really need... Yeah. Yeah, fine. But let's make this a little bit easier. And then just bring Black Panther. Oh, cheers. Swag. Wondering if I should spend 30 units for an NG refill to get a 5-star by 100%ing the UC. Oh yeah, definitely. Definitely. You'll get that 30 units back probably just from the 100%. Or if you open up a few arena crystals too, especially if it's an uncollected crystal, that's the units back right there. The principle of it. Well, otherwise, I mean, I don't know what time of day it is out by you, but I mean, if it's nighttime, you just call it a night, and then by the time you wake up tomorrow, you got full energy again. Save yourself the 30 units. There you go. And there you go. Early congrats to 100%ing. And I'm just doing this fight here just for fun. This isn't the optimal way of fighting Winter Soldier. It's not going to be the fastest way of fighting Winter Soldier, and besides, she's only a rank 4. Undo. Come on, my dude. You. Okay, so that is 6 prowess and a fully charged plus the Beardo prowess. I guess that's probably somewhere in the range of 30k? 42k. Good. Yeah. And then just so long too as you can tell yourself it's just the one, and then actually just stick with it too. Okay, so that is 11 prowess plus the Beardo prowess plus the fully charged prowess. That's gonna be probably 130k? 130. Power gain synergy makes this super easy. So that should be another 113k. Lucas, man, if you keep asking, dude, it's the third time you've asked. If you keep asking, I'm gonna have to ask you to step out. What's up, Biggs? How you doing, bud? Me myself haven't done any of the rifts just yet. I'm probably gonna just do a huge push at the end. I'm probably gonna be saving for a Mystic, preferably. I've got 3 Mystic champs that I'll need awakening. I really want to use it on my Ghost Rider. That having been said, you know, there's a couple of good, decent options. Mutant wouldn't be bad either for Storm. And I'd rather use a gem on Storm and then just see about if I pull her later on than waiting that long, you know? She's an awesome champ to have awakened. Come on, my dude. Thank you. That should be game. Is Nick Fury okay with suicides? No, not really. No. Yeah, because even once his decoy gets shrugged off, he shrugs off the debuffs that go with him, but then that just means that you can't ever use a special attack again after that. Because he's going to be sitting around, you know, 20%, 30% health tops. And you got to contend with, you know, block damage. If you throw anything other than a special 3, you're going to take a huge amount of recoil damage, and it's not really going to work out. That having been said, it's plausible to run Fury with suicides, just don't throw specials. You can still do a huge heap ton of damage after you throw an initial special 1, because then basically all his hits are unblockable after that, and you can just stack up the bleed damage that way. So in short, it's not ideal, but it's not the worst thing in the world. What do I rate Storm? She's a solid B, I'd say. She's a solid B. She's not going to be she's not going to be replacing anybody's Domino or Omega Red or Namor on someone's like A-list roster anytime soon. But that having been said, she's a heck of a lot of fun to play. A heck of a lot of fun to play. And I'm still working out like an ideal team to be able to run her plausibly in a quest. With a little bit of modification, she can fit in pretty well with your existing team. So she works great with the Heimdall. She works great with Captain Beardo. Probably Colossus too. So she's fun. She's fun. Should you just wait for AEGON instead of Nick Fury? Possibly. But set yourself like a deadline too. Like I'm gonna wait like a month, 2 months, 3 months, whatever it is. And if at the end of the 3 months I don't have Nick Fury, then, or don't have AEGON, then just go for Nick Fury. That way you aren't just sitting on your materials indefinitely. That's no fun. I've done that. That's no fun. Nick Fury is super good. He's super useful. He's super strong. But if he comes up against somebody who's bleed immune, he's basically nerfed. Whereas AEGON, so far, with a few exceptions now, is good all around for everybody. So yeah, there you go. Happy hunting. But sit up right there. But there we go, guys. That is going to do me for tonight. I'm sitting at a little over 15 mil in Arena. I'm going to put up a little bit more before Arena ends tomorrow, but I'm feeling pretty confident about staying in that 1 to 10% for the final Arena results. So that'd be awesome. For everybody who's been watching here live, thanks for hanging out. It's been really cool getting to talk with all you guys here live as I'm just putting up points. It's been a fun time just getting to kick back. It's been a pretty chill grind. It's been good. To everybody who is watching after the fact, thanks for finding the channel in the depths of the YouTubes and checking out the stream too. This isn't a grind that I've been going for a future champ, but depending on where you find this, at some point, kind of know what I've been up to since then. If I could get everybody to like and subscribe to the channel, that'd be much appreciated. I'm currently trying to do a big push to join the content creator program, and in order to do that, they require a minimum threshold of subscribers, and I'm getting pretty close. I'm getting pretty close. So each and every bit helps out considerably, and I really do appreciate it. I'm going to be live streaming here again, possibly tomorrow, but definitely Monday, with the release of the beta of Act 7, or Book 2, Act 1, whatever they call it. I'm going to be starting that up as soon as that goes live, and we're going to be going for a good while. So it'll be fun seeing what they have in store for us in the future, and confirming once and for all that I'm an absolute scrub with live gameplay. So that'll be fun. So stay tuned for that. Plus, the usual bit of fun crystal openings and gameplay stuff that I've got planned out for this next week. So there's good stuff. So let's see, real quick. Is Carnage worth an Awakening gem? Nope. Good champ, fun to use. Save your gem though. Good luck, Krilla in the Guillotine Arena. And to everybody else, again, thanks for watching. Take care. Talk soon. Stay safe. And be well, everybody. Bye for now.